Now in Frankenstories, you can publicly publish prompts, which makes them available to your colleagues, school, and the Frankenstories community. I'm logged in and I'll go to Discover. Then I'll go to Publish on the Discover page. Here I can become a publisher, hit Get Started, input a name, a description, and then upload an image. I'll go and show you one I've already created. So here's a profile I've already created. I'll go back to Publish. So now I've got a profile, I can create a collection. Think of a collection like a folder or a group. Once you've created a collection, you might like to input prompts in that collection that have a similar style, a similar genre or theme. For example, I've created a collection on story starters. Here you can see a whole list of story starters I've created within this collection. To create a collection, all I do is go to Create New Collection, then give that collection a name, a description, and then an image. You can either search through our gallery or upload an image. A key factor of your collection is the search discoverability, and that means who do you want to share it with? Do you want to share it with primarily your school colleagues or within your school, or do you want it to be available to the whole Frankenstories community? If you want to make it less discoverable, leave this tick blank, and that means it won't appear in any search. If I tick it, it will appear in search, and you can give it some search tags. So for example, I might type narrative, story, something like that. And then I can also put in the school level, and I can put the language. When you're done, hit Create Collection. I'll cancel this for the moment. I'll show you the collection I've already created. I input all these details. I'll go back to my collection. So if you want to add prompts, so these are the games that other teachers can use in their classroom. I can go to Import from Templates. These will be templates that I've already created or already played with my class through the normal sessions of Frankenstories. I go to Import from Templates, and I can click any of these games that I created, and they will end up in that collection. So I'll go back to my collection, and I'll show you how to add them manually. So you can create prompts within your collection that will get added. So for example, I'll hit Add Manually. Here I name my prompt. I can give it some prompt text and then some round instructions and input an image, either upload or pick one from the gallery. When I'm creating a prompt, I like to choose something from the gallery first to give me something to work with. I'll show you a prompt I've already created. I'll go back to my collection. I'll select one of my prompts, so I do that by clicking Edit. And you can see I have given it a name, I've given it a bit of a starter text, given some round instructions, and set my settings. When you're ready, you could hit Create, or in this case, Update Prompt. So there you are. That's all about how you can create yourself as a publisher, create some collections, and then add some prompts within those collections. I'll go to Discover to show you where this appears. So Discover, and then I go to Publishers. We have some existing publishers here ready for you to have a look at, but I can see my story starters here. You can see this one is publicly available. There you are. This is a great way for you to share your prompts with your colleagues in your school, but also to share your great work with the Frankenstories community. By the way, if you find a prompt you don't like, you can hit this button to report the collection, and that will be sent straight to the admin team for review. Why not get started as a publisher right away?